Here we have to discuss about the soil microbiology, and we are discussing about the agricultural soil. As India is a agricultural country, our basic business of all peoples are agricultural based product. So we have to discuss about the different, with respect to microbiology aspect, different cycles or different processes which are carried out in the soil, which can be helpful for the crop production or increase the crop yield. So here, in this unit, we have to discuss about the different processes or different cycles. Agricultural soil is nothing but a region which support the plant life by providing mechanical support and nutrient required for the growth. So here, with respect to agricultural soil, we can talk or we can discuss. So it nothing but it provides a mechanical support to the crop plants. Apart from that, it also other crop plants required different types of nutrients in the forms of minerals or different substances for their proper growth. So these substances either we can provide externally or either they are present in the soil. So sometimes to increase our yield, we can provide that substances externally for the proper growth of your crop plants. So with respect to that, composition of soil or fertility with respect to can be varied with respect to the proper addition of different substances which are added externally. Apart from that, different cycles which are carried out in the environment, like decomposition or recycling of the substances, inorganic organic substances can be present in the soil and they can be available for the growth of plants. From the microbiological view, it's a region where different biological interactions in the nature took place. It is the region where physical, biological and biochemical reactions related to decomposition of organic material takes place. So, soil is nothing but a continuously happening environment. Here, continuously different types of, including biological, physical, chemical processes are carried out. And apart from that, the main mechanism here, decomposition or recycling of the organic and inorganic substances are carried out. So, it is nothing but a huge number of microorganisms are present in the soil and they affect either positively or negatively for the crop plants, including the with respect to the surrounding. So here we have to discuss about the composition of soil, how the soil is made up of and what it contains or what type of different substances which are present in the soil. So a soil is the mixture of 5 major components, or when we talk about the soil, it majorly composed of 5 different substances. One of that is minerals, or we can say in the form of inorganic substances. So these are derived from the parent rock through decomposition, disintegration and weathering process. When we talk about how the soil is formed, the continuously exposure of rock to the sunlight, they start different decomposition, or we can say disintegration, or due to weathering process, rock can be degrade and it form in the structure like a soil. So in the form of inorganic matter, these are inorganic substances which are present in soil, which are present due to the they are excreted, or we can say they are produced from the parent rock through the process of decomposition, disintegration and weathering process, and these different mineral inorganic substances are included in the soil. Apart from these, that means apart from the rock substances, soil also contains silicon, aluminium, iron in the dominant form, or they are present in abundant quantity in the soil. While apart from that, carbon, calcium, potassium, manganese, sodium, sulfur, phosphorus are also, or we can say these are also trace elements which are also required for the growth of plants. So when we discuss about the micronutrient and macronutrient, agricultural or farmer normally use different types of inorganic substances in the form of spring or in the form of manure. They provide these different substances for the proper growth of plants. So with respect to that, all these substances are normally present in the soil. Another part is, which is composition of soil is organic matter. These are derived from the residues of the plant, animals added in the soil. These are nothing but organic substances which are present in the soil is due to they are nothing but the residues of the plants and animals. As the life cycle of plants and animals is completed, death of that plant or animal is carried out, and after their death or their completion of life cycle, their body is now reprocessed or and the different substances which are accumulated in the body, their body are now mixed up with the soil. So in this way, these organic substances are again present in the soil. It acts as a rich source of food for microbes, but also supplies energy metabolism. Organic matter in the soil is a potential source of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium for plant growth. As normally, farmer use the different manure like NPK. Normally, you can see Visvis, Terra, Sukla, Ujwala. These are different fertilizer normally present in the Indian or sold out by the different companies. And the composition, Visvis, Bara, Jurosola. So these are nothing but the composition of this nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium in that fertilizer, and which are helpful for the proper nourishment and growth of that crop plants. So with respect to that, these are most important substances required for the proper plant growth or increased yield. Another is nothing but soil water, or you can say soil moisture. Soil water comes from the rain, snow, dew, or irrigation, and around varies considerably, or the amount of that soil water can be vary considerably with respect to the which where we have collected particular that water sample, soil sample. It serves as a solvent and carries nutrients for the plant growth. The microbe present in the soil also require water for their metabolism. Water present in the soil affect the plant growth directly. As we talk about the living form, it requires different types of nutrition in the form of inorganic and organic substances. Apart from that, the proper metabolism of these inorganic and organic substances, all life forms require a water, and we have to discussing about the composition of soil. So in the form of soil water, or can say soil moisture, and it also helpful for the proper metabolism of these different microbial life cycle, or in the form of plant growth. So it is the third part of soil composition. Another is soil air, or you can say soil gases. Soil is lower in oxygen and higher in carbon dioxide, as microorganisms continuously recycle carbon dioxide during the process of decomposition of organic matter. Here we are talk about the soil air, or we can say different processes which are carried out inside the soil. So here accumulation or degradation of different organic substances, release of carbon dioxide can be carried out, and that's why our soil can be rich with the carbon dioxide, and it is lower in the concentration of oxygen inside the soil. So here soil here comes from the external atmosphere and contain nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor in the form of water air. It plays an important role in plant growth and microbial population. So as soil contains numerous different types of microorganisms, including plants and small microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes. So all these are required different inorganic substances, organic substances, moisture, or you can say soil water, or air for the proper completion of their life cycle. So in this regard, so these are normally present in the soil. Next point is soil microorganisms. So it is again important aspect which are normally present in the soil. At least 1 gram of soil contains billions numbers of microorganisms in the 1 gram of soil. So with respect to that, we can define how much amount of microorganisms are present in the soil. Soil is excellent culture media for the growth development of various microorganisms. Soil is static. Soil is not static. Now it is believed to be dynamic or living system. Normally you can say when we didn't know about the different life forms which are present in the soil, you can say it is nothing but a inorganic you can say it is nothing but a non-living material. But apart from that, soil contains different types of life forms of different organisms. So we can say it is nothing but it is not a static substance. It is believed that it is nothing but dynamic or having different types of living forms in the soil. So these are nothing but the composition of soil. Now we will discuss about the how the soil is categorized on the basis of the with respect to the depth and nature of the soil. So here it is nothing but a proper section of your soil and how they are categorized with respect to the composition of soil. So here we can discuss about the soil profile. So here soil is composed of series of layers as we discussed, and we can also observe different layers which are present in the soil with respect to region, with respect to locality, with respect to place. That layers can be varied. Different from these layers, which are different from each other in color, texture, composition. As we take agricultural soil, composition can be varied. As we consider a rock or hill mountain area, you can see the composition of the soil can be varied. Apart from that, color of soil, some you can see a whitish soil, black soil, red soil. Okay. So with respect to that composition of that soil, this color can be varied. Each layer is called as the nothing but a horizon, or in this diagram you can see it is nothing but a light whitish color. Here is nothing but a reddish color. Here blackish color, and these are nothing but the upper surface of soil. So with respect to that, soil can be categorized. So firstly, horizon O, it is nothing but a upper surface. Here where vegetation can be produced. So horizon O, it is nothing but the top organic layer of the soil, which is made up mostly of the leaf and humus. Normally, all the biological processes which are carried out at the surface of soil, and it rich in the decomposition of leaf, and it is converted into the humus. So it is nothing but that included into horizon O. It is the uppermost layer of the soil, which is made up mostly of the leaves and humus. Another layer of soil, that is nothing but the horizon A, which is present lower side of the horizon O, or you can say rooted part of the crop plants or plants can be present in the horizon O section. So it refers to the upper layer of the soil nearest to the surface, commonly known as topsoil. So it is beneath to the horizon O, where roots of the plants can be present in the horizon A. This horizon has layer of dark decomposed organic material known as humus, such as fallen leaves and pulp. The most biological activities occur in this layer. So here in the diagram we can also see these are nothing but the horizon O. Here the crop plant we have which are present, and their roots are present in the horizon A. It is somewhat dark in color, as it rich in the different organic and inorganic substances, and which provide a different nutritional requirement for the plant growth. So here, which is rich in the humus, as the proper when we carry out the different processes, mechanical process in the farm. So mixing of that soil can be carried out, and as this plant life cycle is completed, their decomposition is carried out, and their leaves are now converted in the form of humus. So which horizon A is rich in the humus, and also it is helpful for the proper nourishment and growth of the plants. Next part or next layer of soil is nothing but horizon B. It is known as the subsoil, which is present in the horizon A, as it is low in organic matter, therefore less in humus. They have stronger color than that of the horizon A. Normally, here we have say different types of activity, or most activity are carried out in the horizon A. When we carried out the different hormone procedure, they are also carried out up to that level. So proper mixing or different recycling of nutrition is carried out to horizon A and horizon O. Apart from that, lower, as we going deeper to the soil, horizon B, where it also called as subsoil, which is present in the horizon A, which is low in organic substance, as there is no proper mixing of different humus or different fertilizer which are we are spraying or spreading in the soil. So they could not present in that particular horizon B section. They have a stronger color than that of the horizon A. Below to the horizon B, it appears horizon C, or you can say it is the lower part of soil. It is made up of the mostly weathered big rocks. It also contains parent material. They form the framework of soil. So in this diagram you can also see these are nothing but the different stone or rock containing part of soil, and we are categorized in such a portion into horizon C. So with respect to the layer of soil, that soil is categorized into different layer with respect to their composition of soil, and we can define how the different microorganisms and different composition of soil can be present. Next point is microorganism in soil. We will discuss it next.